kind of fixed. And with me, I have two different casters. I have Falame, aka Chad, and Gorbert, aka Mythic.
Hello. Chad barely at all. No noise.
I think Chad
What?
just spoke, but all I heard was.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
okay. I
static.
need to turn
No,
on
we,
my
we can
mic.
hear you
I think you're
fully.
good
We can
now.
hear you fully now. It was just
Yeah.
funny because it was
Okay.
just like a.
Okay.
Today we have game. I think we can announce this first though. Mythic and I will be casting every single game so this entire week except for ours. So-
That's the plan. Unless we have some new casters hopping in the booth, we should.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
But
try and hop in a couple of times.
yeah, that means you'll be stuck with me for this entire week until Saturday.
I wouldn't wish for anything else.
I would wish for other things. But we
Ouch.
have Squirrel.
Wow.
We have Squirrel versus Cocked and Loaded today. Game 1 of Week 9. Now, Squirrel, I do believe, mathematically speaking, are dunzo. They cannot make the major, but they can ruin some dreams, like Cocked and Loaded's tonight.
And they can definitely have some fun. We're looking at an interesting matchup today.
We are. I have direct words from the commish to show the map ban. So these two teams decided a while, like this, earlier this week, they wanted to go to theme. So Mr. Mosey just put a bunch of random maps in. So Squirrel banned Bartlett, then Favela, then Hereford, and Cocked and Loaded banned Emerald Plains, Fortress, and Tower to get us to Theme Park.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, if Bro League went like full-blown casual, like we didn't have a competitive map pool or anything, this would be a map pool from hell, but it would be an interesting map
Absolutely.
pool.
But it would be beautiful to watch.
Oh, it'd be awesome to watch. Playing would make me want to shoot myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But moving on to the rosters. For Squirrel, we have the Smoke Man himself, Hobbs. We have Pepe, not to be confused with Papo, Defeat, Ranger, and in place of landmines tonight, we have a good friend of the casters here, Mr. Frost Raw, who I guarantee I will call Simon more than once.
Absolutely. It's just going to happen.
It's just going to happen because that's what I know him by. And then over on the other
Occupation
side,
hazard.
on Cocked and Loaded, we have Quisitive, T, Gurman, Yummy, and in place of Hoy Hoy, we have fan favorite Mr. Card.
For my team,
From-
representing
yeah.
Robert's Goons.
Yeah, I just realized we have two goons in here.
You do? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, two
Yeah,
goons.
us. Well,
Did
three
you
now.
forgot your own team captain?
Well,
The man
thought
who
you were-
your team is named after? I meant in the
Two
booth.
Goons in the booth, one
I
Goon
thought
in the
you-
game.
yeah, two in the booth, one in the game. I thought you said we were talking about the game.
In the game. Yeah, and I did too in the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, that's perfectly fine. You guys are just idiots. Anyway, do we want to do some light predictions as we wait, or as we? Because I think I'm giving them a little more time to get one last person in. I think this game's going to overtime. I don't know how familiar both of these teams are with theme, and defense on theme can be a runaway train if you're not careful.
Theme is
Yeah,
a weird map. I mean, especially there's so many areas that are just really common hotspots. You put a C4 underneath Cafe, that's almost always a free kill. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how these teams play the roams, whether they play more conservative, like the rank style of play, where they're just sitting in sight, or if they're roaming around the map, like how you'll see in Pro League. Just
Right.
depends how comfortable they are. We
Right.
know, insider knowledge, we know that the Blind Bandits were wanting to play this map really hard.
Blind
They wanted to
Bandits?
play it.
Not the
Or
Blind
sorry,
Bandits.
what was?
Squirrel?
Squirrel?
Oh, Squirrel. I'm sorry.
I was
Squirrel,
confused. I was like, well, who's your
Squirrel
insider
has
source
wanted
here?
to play this map for a while,
Yes,
Right.
and they've been practicing it. So we'll see how Cocked and Loaded does.
We will indeed see how Cocked and Loaded does. I'm going to check my Discord messages, make sure it's not anyone. All right, good. It's no one of any importance. My last personal thought of this is I thought Theme was going to be a map that people were going to save for the major. I thought it was one of those maps that teams that have practiced a lot are going to keep in their back pocket. Because, as we all know, once you get to the major, it's going to be a lot harder to hide any maps from your opponent because they're best of threes, which I believe the system we are using, don't quote me on this, is the same as Pro League, which is ban, 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 pick, pick, ban, ban, pick. Or decider, however it goes.
Yeah, it should be.
So I'm really excited to see our first game of Theme in, I believe it's Pro League history.
I think it will be.
I don't think we have ever gone to theme. So let's go ahead, see if everyone's in this lobby. If they're not, I'm going to yell at some people. Everyone is in this lobby.
There's no way you
We are
guys
gonna go
actually
ahead and
wanted
get
to play
started.
this map.
All right. And now the match has begun. Can everyone in my Discord hear?
No,
See?
your stream canceled.
My stream canceled? Why the hell would it do that?
That's a great question.
Actively why? It was literally up this entire time, and then the moment I actually go live, it cancels. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you were alt tab for too long.
Yeah, also, don't DM me because it does. OBS activates streamer mode, which means I
Yeah.
get no notifications.
Frost
Got it.
inviting you.
I know, Frost inviting me. Practice in this economy.
Oh, the Jackal ban.
We do see a Jackal band come out.
We'll see if this is just gonna be the standard Thatcher. We might try something special.
I
Hobbs didn't tell his team they were playing it. Oh no.
If you all want some more insider information on this stream, by the way, you might see a bank game later this week.
Yeah, with 3 of the people talking right now.
Yeah.
I wonder, I mean, who's going to be playing that? That's so interesting. Where'd he get that information from,
I know, where
Paladin?
could I get? By the way, we just completely glossed over a Nook ban.
Oh, Jackal
Ban-
and Nook ban, so that means Thatcher
From
is still
Cocked and
up.
Loaded as well, which is
From
interesting.
I will say, Nook is quickly becoming one of my least favorite ops to deal with.
I really don't feel like she belongs in the game. I don't think it makes sense.
I think it absolutely makes sense. There's counters to her. Barbed wire is a direct counter. And
Sure,
her,
but at the same time, she cannot be seen by cams, and she's more quiet when she walks. Two of the biggest things in this game, noise and intel, cameras.
also, fun fact, she silent plants. If you have her gadget active
And she
while she's
silent
planting,
plants.
it's dead silent. And a
Mute
mute
ban.
ban? What?
This is an odd ban lineup. Nook and Mute specifically, these are strange.
These
Yeah.
are strange times we're living in.
I rather like it though.
I do enjoy it.
And they're starting out in lab storage too. Let's see if they actually know the setup for this site.
Hey, lab storage is not a bad site at all.
No, it's arguably the best site on this map, but you have to play it right. And I am not seeing a certain operator, which we should see, but that's fine. We'll see how Squirrel plays it.
I don't see a Frost, if that's who you're referencing.
I believe he's speaking
No.
of Castle.
Yes, Castle.
Really? Because I think Frost is much more important for this site, considering that one of the main entry points is a window.
Well, it depends how you play it.
Well, technically, 2 main entry points is a window, because you put it on shower window.
Protect your bomb.
We can go over the site real quick, because it is the first time ever on Pro League we are seeing it, and while they set up. So obviously you have that window right there, which is lit from outside. If you're a defender, never swing this window. That is just asking for trouble and death.
Yes,
Meanwhile-
force the attackers to jump in.
Yes, you have shower window, who actually is difficult to contest from the hallway because of that little half wall right there. So attackers, unless you have 100% clarity that there is no one watching this window, don't jump in
10 seconds
Because it's
remaining.
almost guaranteed death.
because it's almost guaranteed death. Realistically, you want your attack to be starting from the top floor. You want to get control of Cafe because this entire
Attackers
floor
are heading out to
from
defuse the bomb.
Arcade and Cafe is soft. You can make holes above. You can force them out in uncomfortable positions.
Right. We saw some interesting switches from the attackers. We saw Flores switch to Twitch, and actually, I believe Sledge stayed the same.
Who is missing on this site? It is a Jaeger playing all the way over in Trophy.
And I would like to point out that on lab storage wall, on the quad wall there, they reinforced all 4, which means they're not opting to roam outside the site.
Surely he knows he got seen, right?
I think he does.
He is gonna move out.
I think he did, but I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Twitch is down a drone. That's the important. He has black ice on the F2, Mythic. How does that make you feel?
I have depression.
The worst part of casting is seeing all of the people with black ice on guns that you want.
I know.
Bomb has been located.
Doesn't
This is looking
German
like a
have the
heavy-
black ice on the LMG?
German.
No.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, he
that
does.
looks like Diamond.
Oh, and
Oh.
there it comes out. That's what I called in the beginning. C4 from below Cafe.
Yes, I'd
Called
imagine
out
there's
by
a Val.
the power cams.
Do you think there's a mouth cam up here, or do you think they just pulsed that one out?
I think that one was probably just pre-placed. Wait for the audio of him running in.
And another
Replaced
C4.
with-
So many explosions.
Another C4 goes out. Oh, but T manages to pick up the opening pick for the side of Cocked and Loaded. Now we're back down to being 4-4. However, Quizzitive is very low health, and they don't have a Finka anymore.
Nope.
What are they doing? Everything on this floor is being torn up right now.
Yummy
Yeah,
using
with-
both of his impacts, but they do have a sledge.
They do have a sled.
With all these holes in the site reinforced off, it's gonna be really awkward for these defenders to hold the site now.
Absolutely
Frost
is.
playing so aggressive here, and this gunfight's gonna take place. But Frost doesn't know there's Sophia's there.
Oh
What a
no!
pre-fire, I think, on the window! Getting Yummy, who swung!
I think that is exactly what just happened. Oh, but Card does push him and manages to get that kill. They are almost completely out of drones, though. The only drone left that they can move around is T, but T manages to pick up Beppe as well. This is back down to a 2v2. That's a little high, but I think it'll do what he needs to do, which is create a sightline. And Hobbs is down. This is down to Card and T, and it looks like they're gonna push it. One more cat
trap's gonna
can
do so much damage to T.
will kill, but it won't matter.
Nope. So much chaos. We saw the entire cafe ceiling get opened up, or floor rather.
Correct.
Yeah.
Indeed, we did.
And that roam, that two-person roam with the Jaeger and Kapkan upstairs almost turned the game, or that round over for the defense.
It absolutely
not run picked
almost.
off.
It almost did. Just a little. If that second C4 picks someone up instead of just killing a drone, then that round definitely goes in favor of Squirrel. Although I guess that's kind of a dumb thing to say, considering. Of course it does.
You know, I think what ended up happening there is because that Twitch was able to vault in top arcade right after that kill. I believe it was on Sophia from Frost. I think him being silent like that just probably saved them the round. He got through top arcade and then got 2 kills.
It did indeed. So now we do see, what is this? Daycare? Kids daycare?
Yeah.
Bunk daycare?
A
Something like
Bunk
that.
daycare, yeah.
This is
See,
such a
are
weird
they-
amusement park.
Are they extending? They are reinforcing off initiation, so they will not be extending.
They all are full reinforcing too. I mean, they could still potentially extend using just a soft roam,
Discovered the location of a bomb.
but it looks
They
like their
can.
plan is to just hunker down as best they can.
Yeah, they would have to use that top yellow wall into office to have an escape route that's not waiting room.
Objective is to defuse a
But it
bomb.
looks like they're not going to open that up either.
Correct.
And we do see the pre-placed again. Point of contest in cafe.
Expect that every single round on this map.
Absolutely.
It does look like Twitch. Now, they might be expecting it this time and having a drone possibly go in, or just go in through cafe. It'd be funny if they C4 this.
It would be so funny, but there's no way.
There's no way that they use a C4 on this. I'm just waiting. I was just waiting for it to go off as we were talking. He shooting some pistol shots. My personal favorite of the pistol skins for that gun is probably the Nerf.
The
Nerf
Nerf
See the
pistol, I
charge?
love it.
Oh yeah.
You know, the, what is it? The stupid French pistol or whatever it's called? The P20. Is it like the P22 or something like that?
P9.
Oh, that's some good util gained. That's some
Wow.
good util.
2
knocked
Two
out by
ADSs.
the-
I wonder if he got all 3.
Oh.
And he sees
And
the
he's
punch.
gonna
Oh,
spot
I want to
up.
see this from the drone's perspective. It looks like they're going to throw a nade.
Pre-fire?
Nope. I guarantee you, I can guarantee what the card is right now.
Finka.
Shoot, German! Shoot! No!
What?
And he loses
He
the
But no
loses.
pre-fire with the Finka
He
LMG.
loses the gunfight when he had Finka LMG, and that's another
And
pickup.
another kill.
That is probably the turning point of this round right now.
And defeat
Looks
should
like it
not
might
have
be.
gotten away with that. There's no way.
There's
Either of those kills.
absolutely no way. Now, for those, there's a clip in a certain Discord of German begging for T to shoot through a wall, and now it's kind of funny that we get a very similar situation right there.
Absolutely. German got the payback that he had apparently deserved.
German did. Oh, Yummy will pick up defeat though, bringing us back in a more reasonable situation.
But Frost swing out into the hallway.
Frost does swing into the hallway, manages to give another one to Yummy. LMG do go burr. Let us never forget.
This round just went from unwinnable to a very good spot for the
Yeah.
attackers now.
You still have your hard breach up. You still have a Twitch drone who can go around. I don't think there's actually any wall. There is no wall denial on the side of Squirrel. I have now realized.
Same win for
because
last round.
Thatcher's still available. They didn't
Yeah.
want to waste the pick.
Guess there's no real point. They now know that smoke is going to be playing in there. He's throwing these awful high, but I guess it makes sense if he's going to throw a second one right there. One smoke canister gone. They're setting up for this. Oh.
He spent 2 whole charges, but he can't run through that. He still has to vault.
No, he can run through that.
With only 15 left, they can't really walk in.
See, he can run through
Oh
that.
wow, he can.
We do have
Oh,
T
he
just
is
planting
going for this aggressively.
brazenly. No
Do
one's
they not
stopping it.
hear?
To go.
Hobbs is the shotgun,
No
but he's
one
not going to
hears
swing.
it.
It's entirely possible. No one actually heard it, but that's it's down to just T.
Defenders have located
Oh no!
Oh no!
I guess they didn't know that Hobbs was in there. Maybe there wasn't the intel, but he did get the kill over on his teammate. I don't know what happened there.
No, they knew about Hobbs. They spotted him earlier.
All the defenders wanting that defuse.
All of the defenders wanting the defuse.
defenders
T
disabled the diffuser.
goading him. Jump out. You
Bomb
won't.
defusing attempt failed. Defenders win.
Oh man.
No, we know Squirrel should have won that round, but
Yes, Squirrel. We are
how
not.
was he able to plant?
And not only plant, but plant in like right on top of the wall, in the middle of the site. If anyone swings him from the breach or the hole they had set up for rotate, you would just see Ace typing away at his keyboard.
I can't believe it didn't happen, and Smoke didn't know either. He even swung the guy in initiation.
Look, we just move on. We just
We
move on.
We forget the events of what just occurred.
We move on. I mean, that round started with a guy getting yellow pinged constantly and not pre-fired through a soft wall, picking up another kill, and then all of a sudden it turns on its head. Can I get one game to cast, please, where it's not just hell?
Being defused by attackers.
Absolute chaos.
It's just not absolute chaos every single round.
And then the double team kill to get the defuse.
Okay, that one.
Beautiful. We love to see it.
That was probably the most understandable portion of. I understand that. I play ranked.
That's pretty acceptable.
Yeah,
Okay.
not acceptable as much as no.
Well, with no TK penalty, they get away from it scot-free.
Yeah. And with their next site, looks like they're just doing a default initiation hold. Not seeing anything
10
too
seconds
special.
left.
we do see a lot of
do
a
see-
zombie brain bot.
Frost
Yeah.
returning to
5
his
seconds
roots,
remaining.
playing the operator he is named after.
Is that actually what his username is from?
Attackers must locate
Yeah.
and defuse a bomb.
Are you
He has so many hours on Frost, you don't even understand. It is ridiculous.
I do miss Frost is such a good operator right now, but I just missed the 1.5.
I don't get why they nerfed her again.
Oh.
I really don't understand where it came from.
Let's go!
Big nade on
That's-
defeat, and Gurman
Okay.
chose to make up for his mistake previously.
He did indeed. I think Gurman just does that every round, honestly, when it's this site.
Yes,
Toggled.
because of a hacker we encountered once in our ranked gameplay.
Here is the little debate today. Should the super shorty have 4 bullets in it?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why it would.
You don't see why it
It
would?
doesn't need to be buffed.
It doesn't need to be. I think it's in a fine spot
Yeah.
right now.
Look, all I'm saying is, as someone who plays
Attackers
Castle
have located a bomb.
semi-frequently, please, for the love of God, give it 4
It would be
bullets.
so pleasant, but I don't think it's necessary.
It might
it
not
would
be
be nice.
necessary, but please give... Oh, look, his other gun is the ump, okay? What is buffing the super shorty gonna do for him?
He's got a 1.5 already. He's
But
doing
it-
pretty good for himself.
But it's arguably the worst secondary shotgun in the game. And not even arguably, it is the worst secondary shotgun in the game, besides the
Fighting
Bailiff.
with it. You're making rotates. You're making head holes and feet. Wow.
Wow, okay, that's yummy then. I was so
All I heard
sure
was
that
a little
the fight...
burst.
Oh, Pepe didn't just pick up one.
Frost.
Playing
He's
so
not-
aggro, he's stuck in break.
He's
He
stuck-
can't get out. He's terrified.
He's shaking. He's shaking in his BBC leather boots. That's a
And
reference.
he
They've
doesn't. Oh,
spotted
he
him.
just saw the drone.
Oh, and now the Fink LMG will come out, sound the clarion call, but he gets pre-fired through the
And-
wall by
oh, man.
Twitch.
Diffuser.
Gurman does pick up the kill, but it doesn't go to him, it goes to Card instead.
Black guys in the F2. It's so sexy.
They're gonna check for a shield here. but there is one.
How do you know Mythic's an American? He just called a gun sexy.
Of course.
Yeah.
And we
You're
do
telling me
have-
that isn't a beautiful weapon? Let's look at that Twitch F2 again.
I am not going to do it out of pure principle and spite now. Anyway, we have T opening up the wall. Looks like they want to push. I don't even know the name of that. Is it Office?
Office. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
office. And he's gonna bring his breach charges over to open up the top yellow pathway as well.
He's going to open up Vault, and it looks like he might even want to swing directly off of it. And I think that's exactly what he wants to do. Oh, this will be vaultable. It won't be movable. Oh no! He misses quite a few bullets, but he still manages to pick up Hobbs eventually. Batman picks up Gurman. That's Diffuser. Cold. That's Finka gone. Picard picks up Ranger, and T picks up Pepe.
So many refrags coming out, and it seems that the attackers are going to take that advantage.
It does indeed.
Wow, some chaotic rounds, but that was a really good one that we just saw.
That was a very
Made a
good
lot
one.
more sense than the first one.
Made a lot more
A
sense
lot
than the
better
first two.
droning.
True.
Well, a lot better reaction to the droning, at least.
Right.
Correct. Moving on to this next round, we do see a return to lab storage. So clearly they think that they can win that site. They believe in that site setup. Just feel like they whiffed a couple shots. Maybe whiffed a C4 or two. They feel confident. I kind of agree with them. That round kind of came down to T walking in showers.
Attackers need to
Into
locate and
showers.
defuse
You
bomb.
mean into the vault?
No. Lab
Oh.
storage. Keep up.
Bomb located
Oh,
by
I'm sorry.
attackers.
Yeah. I really hope Squirrel makes a lot more holes in the site. However, it looks like they're reinforcing off again.
Looks like they are reinforcing off. They're making feet holes for this little hallway here to be able to see into sight. That doesn't really give you a lot of lines, though. It doesn't really give you a lot of sight.
It doesn't.
They also have
and
feet
with
holes
the-
here.
Yes.
10 seconds left.
Val, you have
those-
been countered.
I don't really understand having the feet holes there. If anything, I feel like a rotate would be better because then you can actually watch for the
Yeah.
jump in.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say as well.
Usually the standard is rotates, but maybe Squirrel in their practicing of this map decided that feet holes were overall better. I will say, rotates, remember, are two-way streets. If someone does manage to jump in, all of a sudden they don't have to go through that doorway anymore. Or if someone pushes in through sight, they have a basically free walkway into drug now. We do have Yummy. I thought he was about to shoot it, and I was like,
I
Yummy,
did
it's
too.
concrete.
For half a second, I thought he would.
If that was soft, this site would be so defender-sided.
You think
It really would be.
You think if it was soft, I think it would actually kind of be attacker-sided, because you'd be able to open up so much.
But with no point of entry, you could just C4.
Actually, I guess that does remove the only spots you can sit in sight safely.
Yeah, like, think of it that way more than just, oh yeah, we can hit C4s.
But at the same time, you don't even need to play inside cocaine. You can just play in showers and you can play in cocaine or in drug.
Sheesh, defeat is... How, what? What? Where did this buck die?
Did he
Jump
get
into
shot
showers, maybe?
through?
No! You can
No, he died outside a drug window.
That means, I'm pretty sure God of Defeat just shoved his face into the window. Oh, shoved his face into the window. The things we
I
pick
did
up...
not know my discs could bounce off each other.
I was unaware of that as well. We do see Yummy pick up a kill to even out this man cap. I think that's pretty much the big thing right now. We see Squirrel constantly getting these opening picks, these opening frags, but we do see Cocked and Loaded managing to get them back. Oh, there you go, German.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh
no.
no, no! I missed the knife.
What is the ace doing on that side of the map?
Surely he got downed first, right? That wasn't just a knife kill.
We'll never know. We will never know, because oh, that's unfortunate for...
Should be a kill.
Oh, no!
No?
But it wasn't.
Oh,
And now,
Oh my-
they
He couldn't ADS
They did
because
not
of the finger
trade.
boost.
They did not trade. Gurman managed to win that fight, and now will have to win a couple more. Pepe having a strong game for himself
Wait,
on that
Gurman-
alibi.
Berman won that fight. I don't
Oh!
understand what just happened there.
There's no way he could have ADS'd.
I mean, it
No
is
scope?
also entirely fair that Frost had 1 HP left effectively.
True.
Beppe saying that they are no longer a T5. And I mean, so far, what are they? 7-3.
Yeah.
I have been informed that, in fact, his name is Beppe, and I did say that the very first time he was introduced into this league with that name. I said Beppe. I was told I was wrong. He informed me I was right. So,
I mean, the fact...
I have the insider scoop here.
The thing we made fun of for you in that first game is that you called him Boppo.
I did call him Bob.
Oh, yeah.
That did happen. But I did also get his name right, so I think I made up for it.
We cannot...
He no-scoped him. He definitely no-scoped him.
Yeah, he had to because he was finger boosting.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Entirely. Yeah, but Jeff is actually bad. Wait, hold on. Who's talking trash? No, we are talking about ranks, and before a full-on... Yeah, before a full-on revolution occurs. We do see the bringing of the Rook and the Echo.
And I am frankly disappointed in Defeat, who's using the revolver instead of the Han Solo pistol with the mega sight on it. That's a little bit disappointing, I have to admit.
Fun fact as well, Mythic threw multiple ranked games using the Holo to try and get one-taps for a compilation.
I don't remember that happening. I think that
Of course you don't!
I think that this is, dishonest in all entirety.
Well,
And I
are
think
we gonna
that
see a
Defeat
control
is going to
run
jump
out?
out the window.
we might see a control jump out here by Defeat. This would be a very interesting pickup. Oh, we do see it! Oh, no! No!
He's gonna get
Wait! There was a double jump out! What?
Good coordination there. And I just want to point out, this is the first time we're seeing throne room.
We're seeing
Which most
Armory
people see
Throne.
every single time first in ranked.
Right.
But this is first time round 5.
Right.
So I do believe we saw a double jump out, but Frost also got an opening kill.
He did. I don't even know where to.
I don't know where to either, and I'm not taking the time to look for that like single banner because I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
We do see now. It looks like Cocked and Loaded are going to focus on this cafe push. They don't really have many options here. That's 2 different guns pointed directly at Mr. Beppe as he turns the corner.
Not much you can do there.
It seemed like neither one knew the other was there.
Quite literally, nothing you can do right there. We do see a Kate is still on the board, as we saw the first bringing of Breach Denial today, but I don't think they have Yellow electrocuted at all. They could get Yellow open whenever they so choose. Now, myself personally, I don't know if you agree with me, Chad and Mythic. I think that Yellow stairs and that Yellow wall opening is basically the best push for this
I
site.
agree.
Yes, it is.
It is your best option.
It is the only part that has vertical over it on this site.
Yes, you can open up vertical, you can play split to do cut off. You can basically, if you have one person drag and one person split, you can basically cut off and you can just pinch the remaining of the people who are stuck on that side of the site.
And you have the whole pillar to block off half the site from you when you go to plant.
Yep, well, you can also throw down nades, although you probably want to make them
Cook
bounce
that a
little bit
little
more.
less next time. Yeah.
T
But
does
they
have
are going to get that wall open.
Yep, wall is open.
Now,
However,
he should be able to swing fireplace from this doorway as well.
he should. They do have a bit of a cross setup on this yellow. Oh, T. We'll see what T can do here. He's in a very strong
The
position.
feet holes are not open.
The feet holes are not. So I believe the
is
current
going to work
setup.
to their benefit.
Yeah, the current setup we have is we have 2 players playing over by throne with shields, and then we also have. Oh, I just realized that echo is going to be annoying as all hell, as T is currently finding out.
Yeah, and the drone's still alive.
Swapping mags.
T has diffuser. I wonder if you realize that. Defeats picks up another. It's all down to T as Hobbs picks up Gurman. Does he know? Does he know that this Kate? He knows where this Kate is now. Oh, he'll pick up Frost,
10 seconds.
but he won't pick up Cade. Ranger long range with the Aruni DMR will finish off that round, giving Squirrel their first lead of the game so far.
What a matchup. We do see Rooney using one of your favorite weapons.
It is one of my favorites, although only if I'm playing specifically Trophy on Villa.
And we
I
saw
don't know what it is about that site. You just dog with a Rooney on it.
I literally suck with the DMR on
Yeah.
basically every other site is the funny thing.
Well, I think the 1.5 is arguably the best site for defenders.
It is. I think
Absolutely. And having
1.5
that
is the
DMR
best
on
defender.
defense as well. Yeah. And the DMR on defense is way stronger than on attack.
Yeah. That even said, though, we will see the Takaibi returning once again in the hands of, I believe that was Quisitive? It
Yes.
was Quisitive.
Attackers need
Quisitive
to
having a bit of a slow
locate the
start today. However, it is, once again, it is attack on theme park. Even with strats, I would argue this map is defender-sided.
Yeah.
Although, then again, this is Bro League. You never know.
And we're going back to the other site that's, or one of the other sites that Squirrel was able to win. Back to Bunk Daycare.
Bunk Daycare. Last time we saw this site, we had T plant the diffuser in the middle of sight with no
Three people
contesting.
looking at them.
With 3 people, well, not looking directly at him, obviously, but
But directly next to him.
3
Not
people
seeing him.
in the vicinity to easily prevent it.
Attacker's objective is to defuse
Yeah.
the bomb.
We do have T sitting at 6 and 3 while playing largely Ace as his roles. He's playing that pseudo support role, I guess. I would argue
Yes.
it's just more the way that you want your support to play sometimes if you have a very aggressive player is basically use your util and then you're our entry. And having the AK-12, there's very few guns better than that for entry.
Yeah, if you're gonna play that style, Ace is the play out of
Yep.
the 3 hard creatures.
Correct. Because
Unless you're gonna go Maverick.
Habana's gun only has 21 bullets.
Yeah.
Although I guess she has the
It's
Bearing
not
9,
great,
which
it's
is much more usable.
Speaking of Bearing 9, who's excited for Glass next season?
I'm
Glad-
so stoked.
Glass and
3-speed
Tachanka
glass
getting
the
it.
bearing.
I'm excited for Tachanka getting it, because, like, literally, why wouldn't you bring Tachanka? He has a
Attackers
shield,
drop the bomb to
he has area denial that is... Oh.
Tango located.
Oh no, look back quiz!
Timing.
There's so many drones in this drug
Next
lab.
to him.
Oh. Won't pick up the first, and then swinging from showers is the vigil.
Yep.
Yeah, bathroom.
Beautiful. Oh my god. Why does everybody have everything good?
Kia.
Yeah.
And we do see T. I don't understand why, though, when you have Zof and Thinka, you're sending the Dokaibi in to be your entry down in drug. Maybe a missed
He
call.
also didn't use his calls.
He also...
Yeah.
Did he die with all... I don't know if he died with all of his calls.
He
in
might
pocket.
have used one, but
think-
not both.
I think
We
he
didn't hear
did.
any buzzing.
We do now
It's also
see...
hard to hear on Spectator, so I'm not
Could
sure.
be.
Yeah, it is difficult to hear. So we know where 3 of them are, and that's Yummy picking up the kill onto Frost. That's the Cade gone. No! No! Okay,
Oh
good.
my
I didn't think
God.
he could...
Oh, but he gets to pick it up.
I didn't think he
But
could
he
pick
doesn't
it
get
up.
it in the right spot. It's too far to the
Oh,
right.
and that's Hobbs swinging out. That's Hobbs swinging out, picking up T. Beppe will pick up Yummy. Oh,
And
Gurman!
Hobbs' head peeking around the corner.
Gurman apparently saw the head of Hobbs and manages to
A
take
bomb
him
has been
down.
located.
Does he know anyone's in break? It doesn't.
Where's... Oh my... What? German.
Cover the
But he
Okay!
gets him anyways!
It ultimately doesn't matter! But that could have been really bad really fast. We do see now Card going for this plant down because, hey, both of the members of Squirrel are currently off site! Oh, but that's it. Gurman will be taken down. Now it's all down to Card, who managed to pick up 1. Can he pick up the second? It's a 1v1. Plant is down, but he doesn't have the health. Oh, and defeat will make that health problem even more severe. And then down to 0.
It's not playing around the wall. Yeah.
defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser.
Well,
Defender
that was a
mission
crazy
successful.
round.
Remember, kids, check your corners.
Yeah.
The kill that happened on Rook. I cannot believe that, especially following the ace charge bouncing off of, I believe, the Zofia. Oh my god.
We've caught some incredible things for you on stream today. Now, Squirrel's up 4-2. Let's see. If I had to guess, we'll see that advantage, like you said, that they practice this map, they know this map a little better. I think we'll see that come out more on their attacks.
I think we will too.
But as we do know, it is a defender-sided map, so it could easily swap back another 4-2 side for Cocked and Loaded this time.
Right.
And Cocked and Loaded is opting to bring the Bandit, which we did not see at all from
Defenders,
Squirrel.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
You are right. We never saw Bandit.
We never did see a bandit. We did see Cade. Cade, I believe, was the only wall denial. What do you see? I guess now the mute ban makes a little bit more sense as time has gone on because they probably practiced without wall denial, and mute is arguably the best wall denial for theme because of the sheer number of walls you have to cover.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah, depending.
10 seconds.
Depending.
However, we also see Squirrel is opting not to bring the Thatcher, which is
5
available.
seconds left before insertion.
Thatcher is available. I don't think we've seen Thatcher for a while though, even on
Attackers
even on
objective
cocked and
is
loaded
defuse the
attacks.
bomb.
I saw it at least half of their rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a good camp spot. That's
That is
gonna
a
be
good-
really hard to see. I'm just worried at how much it can see down the balcony
I
there.
don't know either. Hopefully Gurman will stand still at some point, hop on those cams, and show us. Oh.
Does he know the C4 plate? Oh,
That seems like a very situational cam. It's a good cam. You're probably not gonna find it, but
it only sees a certain amount of the room.
yeah, it's
Tiny
very
sliver.
little. That is a very good cam. That last one's
Yes,
a very
it is.
good one. But yeah, I think the other two cams they're probably just a little too situational. Because I mean, look, if Squirrel never pushes that side of the map, then those two cams are effectively useless. Oh, Ranger
like
with the
they
opening
are-
pick. Manages to pick up
Onto
D.
the bandit. That's a C4 down that they don't get to use.
It is indeed. It looks like he's going to nade this hatch open. It will
Does
be
he not
open.
have the gun 6?
He might not. I don't think he is aware either that he has trapped someone top dragon. Who is this? Yeah.
Jaeger.
Quiz is now fighting for his life. He is stuck. And Yummy is also, like, no health. What is going on here?
And Cocked and Loaded is opting to play the head holes in the cache from Office. I really like those holes for myself, but we'll see how they play them.
We will indeed. We do see Beppe playing this Ying. Oh, Hobbs manages to pick up one with Finka. Downing card in the process. That is a bulletproof cam, though, so they're going to know exactly where Beppe is, but Beppe will still pick up one. He'll pick up two. That's a double kill on Beppe, and all that's left now is Quiz. Quiz was able to find his first of the game in this round. He'll pick up the second on a Ranger.
He's still stuck on Dragon.
He is still stuck on Dragon. He knows where that diffuser is, though. It's stuck currently in showers. I don't know if he's aware that there's someone in, and he's not, and that's a triple kill for Beppe. Ying can be very useful.
Especially when those ADSs aren't set up to catch those spots.
Correct.
I don't think a single one of his Yin Candelas got zapped away.
I don't think so either. We see Squirrel take their first attack, and now they're up 5-2. If Cocked and Loaded aren't careful, they could see this game start slipping away from them.
Cocked and Loaded needs this a lot more than Squirrel does, because Squirrel's already out.
Yeah, Squirrel's,
Cocked and Loaded needs the points.
Squirrel's out. Cocked and Loaded are trying to keep up. Well, not keep up. They're in third place, I believe, currently at 14 points.
Yeah.
But, you know, if they get all 3 points here,
They'd be in a good spot.
they're in a really good spot. They'd be 1 point off of first.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Beppe shooting for 12-12 final KD. He's 12-5 right now.
Attackers have discovered.
He's
the
trying to
location
die
of the
7
bomb.
more times.
I guess so, which means that we'll be seeing maximum overtime. Oh god, my throat. I guess maybe
Yeah,
not
you dying?
maximum overtime. No, I'm drinking a lot of water.
That's good.
Gurman
Gotta stay ready for the whole week.
Yeah, Gurman running the Jaeger. There we go.
10
Yummy
And we're
running
seeing
the
a
Thorn.
blitz.
Oh, well, I wonder how fast this round's about to go.
before insertion.
Blitz is kind of tricky to use here, though, because
Attackers are heading out.
every entrance to Armory...
Has
there are-
both sides.
Yeah.
There's only 2 ways in, and both are covered from every angle.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, Ying is only immune to her own Candela. She's not immune to other flashbangs, which I think is kind of a weird thing. I guess I get it. Oh, and this, like I
It's
said,
gonna be a split rush.
this is going to be an awful fast round. So his plan is to smoke off one end of Split. Oh my goodness, and it works. He's in sight. No!
Oh,
We do see the
Yes,
blitz
can
rush
we
Going
working.
quickly.
They're
They
getting the
have
plant
sight.
down
Case is
instantly.
going down.
Defeat
But the
picks up
TK
Ranger. T
comes
picks
through.
up Pepe. Defeat will pick up Quiz. Diffuser is down. He's throwing another smoke nade here, but the smoke rolls into an ADS and gets caught. It's now a 3v3. Make it a 3v2 as German picks up one onto Frost. They know one's in
Glitch
split.
should.
Card
Glitch
picks up
should
one
not
onto
be alive
Defeat.
right now.
Oh, the look away! No!
Oh, the timing.
The timing, and we do see,
Attackers need to protect it.
despite a very fast plant, very fast opening picks, the comeback onto site, they managed to get the guns, and they managed to get the round.
Bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders.
That was fun.
No, that was a smart plan, but it just didn't work out.
It was a smart plan. I think Defeat
I think they
accidentally
teleport
killing.
after the TK.
Yeah, I think
know,
getting
they
that
had
TK.
TK?
Yeah, Defeat
Yeah.
killed Ranger.
Oh no. So that was the Ying off. No.
The Iana.
Iana? Okay. Iana's really powerful with the mute being, so I'm surprised Cocked and Loaded didn't really bring her.
I'm surprised too. I think Yana is just in a sad place because she is arguably the best entry besides Finka. But why would you ever take someone with 21 bullets in a single mag over someone with 100?
Right.
Yeah. And I'd like to argue that she's slightly different than Finka, where Finka's more of a primary entry. Iana has to be that secondary entry, still getting intel for their primary.
For sure.
Right. Now we do see they're going up to daycare now. Very curious to see how the side of Squirrel reacts and regroups after that last round. I don't think there's really anything to be too worried about after that. They got the plant
Yeah.
down. The plan worked. It was just in that post plant, too many angles to watch. Those roamers came back, and they came back with a vengeance.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 5 seconds remaining.
And we'll see how this site goes, because they're opting to keep one of the is it the daycare walls open towards Yellow Stair.
You can see real quick. Let me swap back to defense. Yep, over towards
Yeah,
yellow
they
stairs.
have some holes open. Normally it depends how people like to play that. A lot of people like to put feet holes on that side. But we're seeing the head holes there from Cocked and Loaded.
Now we do see something I didn't notice at first. We have an Amaru on the side of Squirrel, which I think their plan is probably to Amaru into these windows.
Attackers have
Maybe
recovered
go for an
With
Or
Hey.
the
or the
hatch.
hatch.
The hatch is dangerous though, because you can't really cover it from the windows.
Well, that is true. That's a C4 gone, I believe, from the pocket of the Bandit, who's currently playing in break. T gets very aggressive.
They are going for the hatch.
Oh, but T in his aggression will get picked up early by a nade from Hobbs. All right, I'm gonna watch Defeat and Defeat only right now. Defeat manages to get up the hat. No, he won't get the kill.
Oh.
He won't get the kill onto Yummy. And then German will pick up Hobbs. Everything is hell. German will also get the kill onto Beppe. Oh, they zombied off the
traded.
door.
Yeah, that jump up the hatch was way too early to be covered by his teammates.
I
It was.
agree. We do see Frost running this. Oh, and he doesn't recognize the head of Capcan. And now all that's left is Ranger. Ranger does pick up one. Will he pick up a second?
They know where he is,
Oh,
and they have the cover for it.
and Quiz will swing and get Ranger, who's pushing up Arcade. So now we're 4-5. Squirrel's going for these really fast, really aggressive pushes. I don't know if they need to do it in particular, but at the same time, you might as well.
They're having fun with it.
Yeah, you're just having fun with it. Keeping it loose, keeping it real.
Yeah, they're trying to catch Cocked and Loaded off guard, but that is zombie barricade, and the Yings being just slightly late for the Amaru. And Cocked and Loaded gets away with it.
Yep. And poor freaking Capcan just sitting in there weathering the storm of all of those
Yeah.
Candelas.
Yeah.
It's funny
He
because
doesn't have to worry.
if that Amaru had come a second later, I mean, Yummy would have been way too blind to do anything in that situation, and the round may have been entirely different.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We move on to this next defense, and it's a return over to Initiation Office. Now, they did lose this first time, and it was largely due to that Ying Candelas causing a lot of damage and a lot of issues. We'll see how they can respond and refocus now on this.
Yeah, and they're opting not to do the lab storage because, again, as we know, Squirrel has practiced this map a lot more than Cocked and Loaded has.
Yes.
So I'm not surprised to see them not having it set up for lab storage.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Lab storage is one of those sites that you need to practice. You can't go in blind on that. Especially not as defense.
5 seconds left. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Looks like they're playing a lot heavier with the angles into cache as well.
Oh, that poor drone. He just wanted to sit and be happy.
Found the last second.
Defeat is now playing the Ace. Pepe still on the Ying. Ranger is now playing the Zofia. Frost is having a rough game, sitting at 3 and 9. Hopefully he can pick it up a little bit. I believe didn't he start the game like 2 and 1?
He did start the game 2 and 1.
That's highly unfortunate, but they will now spot
And the
this
cap
cap
can get spotted out.
They will spot
Yeah.
this cap can. Oh no!
That's not wallbangable.
That's not
You can't get
wallbangable.
that.
We do see the Jaeger of Gurman playing very aggressive on Cafe. He wants to take this first gunfight. I think that's pretty much what we've seen the change of Cocked and Loaded. They've got much more aggressive.
Cover me, reloading!
Right.
They're swinging everything. They're taking these fights, and it looks like Squirrel's decided, you know what? Let's just run away.
Yeah. And since they're playing a lot slower this round, they're being forced to take these early aggressive gunfights against the roamers.
Yes, I think this
They're not
is.
just rushing side.
This has been some very good not maneuverable. Oh, but they know they're on break now.
Attackers drop the
Ooh!
diffuser.
German managed to pick up one.
German.
Yummy managed to pick up one onto Pepe.
That's the hard breacher gone, as
That
well
is
as
the hard
Stick Down.
breach. Frost manages to pick up one on Gurman. Oh, will he pick up a second?
Right turn around.
Oh
Gonna miss some
no.
shots in that alibi.
That's unfortunate. But Ranger will pick up T. He doesn't know about them.
Attackers
Oh,
Cap can.
Yummy is having a. Yummy's been pretty influential these last couple rounds on that cap can.
Absolutely.
Now it's down to Ranger once again. He's getting shot at through the walls. He's getting shot through the doors. And Yummy picks up the final kill onto Ranger with his last couple bullets. And all of a sudden, we're tied. 5-5.
5-5. Oh.
Like I said, the defense can be a runaway train for some teams on this map. And it looks like we might see that train going for Cocked and Loaded. That's their third round in a row. T is begging them to hurry up as Tummy doesn't feel too good.
I would like to point out for that site particularly, you might consider bringing a Thermite instead of the Ace. However, Thatcher was on the board, so it didn't really matter.
Correct.
But with Thermite, you can open up that initiation wall from break room,
Yes.
even if it's electrified.
Now, it is, you know, Therm is probably the worst of the three main hard breachers at this
Attackers
point in
need to
time.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I don't think that's
But
about.
he does have his uses.
Yeah.
He does have his uses. He's still not
He
a
makes
bad
big
hard breach.
holes.
Yeah, he's
he
still not.
makes big holes.
He's still not bad as a hard breach. He's the best hard breach on certain sites, like on Oregon. He's the best hard breach
Yeah.
for small tap if you're pushing dining kitchen, because you can
Yeah.
open up a dining wall from small tower.
Yeah. He also has smoke grenades, which the other hard breachers do not.
Yes,
Right.
that is true. I keep forgetting Ace doesn't have it anymore. Ace has no burn outside of his.
No. He has
Hard breach,
claymores and breaches.
Pop quiz. What is his hard breach gadget called?
Selma.
So,
Elmas.
Locate
You asked that to two support players, but that,
Yeah, you know, I didn't really think about
Yeah.
that.
now how about thermites? Do you got those?
Exothermic charge?
Exothermite.
I changed it. I
No, same
changed
thing.
it.
Same thing.
It's the same thing. I think
And
it
then,
should.
of course, the Skyros.
Right.
Alright, so now we do see. Whoever wins this round will guarantee at least a point for themselves. No more mistakes now, boys.
Looks like T is gonna run out of arcade.
Yeah. T is a player who will get, when he starts. He's an interesting player, actually. He will get aggressive no matter what. If he's playing poorly, he'll get aggressive because he wants to get back on the board. If he's playing well, he'll get aggressive because he's feeling his shots. He's just kind of an aggressive player. Oh, but he doesn't know that there's someone pushing in drug. Who is this over in drug? You already have Beppe pushing up with that fuse. Is he aware though of where this bandit is? This bandit's off site, so wherever those bandit batteries are, that's the end of it. Oh, I get what they're doing now. They're gonna do a very similar push as last time, but this time they've got Beppe who is holding the return from Split.
And it looks like with the Thatcher picked, first time they're picking Thatcher, they're actually gonna get that yellow wall open.
Yes, they do.
Maybe.
T picks up Frost. I believe they have the wall open.
Bomb
Now, how did
located
he
by
get
attackers.
upstairs without crossing paths with Fuse?
He ran up arcade. That is the one place Fuse could not see. Defeat manages to pick up Yummy. Looks like T is going to play above, which is not a bad idea at all. He will trade some shots with Fuse. Card will be downed on site. T is just going to work. He's just going to try and play some magic here. Just try and work it, make this Fuse have to hunt him down, and he's doing a damn good job of it so far. We do have
If he
Beppe,
can
though, going
pop
for the
down
hunt.
arcade, he would be in a good spot.
He would be, but ooh, these are just two predators circling one another, and T wins out. Manages to pick up Beppe and will jump back down. Card, I believe, is just kind of stuck in no man's land right now.
Oh!
That's
If he
a-
had made that hole in a better spot, he could have easily gotten Thatcher there.
Absolutely
Absolutely.
would have. Oh, prone, and this round is coming back. Oh, but Defeat picks up, or Hobbs picks up Quiz, and now it's down to a 1v2. T is still off site. It's down to Gurman and T, two Wasu bros. Hobbs knows where one is. He knows where where the other one is. Does he know he's gone prone? I think he does. And he'll pick up one.
10 seconds
Now he
remaining.
needs the other.
Oh.
And he picks up the
And
other!
he gets the
And
kill.
he gets them. And Squirrel's guaranteed overtime now at the minimum.
Yeah.
Yep. Not only that,
Has secured a point.
at best, Cocked and Loaded can only finish this with 2 points, which is still good. It still moves them to 16 and solo third. They want those 3 points.
See where they decide to go for their last defense. Throne again.
It does look like they want to go Armory Throne once again. We see Hobbs running that ace again. Hobbs is like, we don't keep track, I think, of individual clutches, or we might actually on the Road League website, but I feel like Hobbs has got to be up there at this point.
He has multiple.
He does have multiple, be it on smoke or ace. It looks like a very similar setup from the side of Squirrel as they look to close out and get these 3 points.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Yeah,
Now it
now
looks
what I
like
would
by
like.
attackers.
Actually, they might not be eliminated.
Uh,
If they win this, they would get to 10 points, right?
Yes, they would get to 10, and then they could maximum make it to 15. So they could
15
potentially
or
make it.
16.
No, 16.
16.
6th place
15.
right now.
They have 3 right now. Oh, 16, you're right. You're right.
16.
Yeah.
6th place right now is 12 points.
So theoretically, they still have a shot if the
10
top
seconds.
teams do really bad, or if the mid teams
I mean,
do really bad.
technically speaking, let's say if Squirrel win out and finish with 16,
Attackers
pass
are
cocked
moving
and
out to
loaded.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Something I find hysterical, which may come to fruition, is Frost or Simon trashed on me so much for my sub on his team where I went 5 and 13. However, his sub, he's 4 and 11. So we may see the same thing come around.
Petty
Looks like they're
squabbling
opting
aside.
for- Is this gonna be a maintenance take this time instead of yellow?
It
They did
looks-
try yellow twice, winning once.
It does look like a very real possibility here.
Yeah. And that would remove the vertical play from the defenders, which they weren't doing, but it removes the opportunity for that.
Bomb
It does remove
located
the
by
chance. This is a
attackers.
lot of drone work. Probably the most drone work we've seen by Squirrel. As they just keep looking for chinks in this armor here. I think they want to make sure that this maintenance push is okay for them. They don't want to push out, start getting that wall open, and then find out that they are not in a very safe position. We do see Defeat
Yeah.
holding this angle here.
If someone does get onto that top dragon balcony, it can spell
Bomb has
defeat
been
to the
located.
attackers.
I just realized I have like no ambience noise outside of the gadgets. There we go.
Well, that is maintenance wall getting opened.
That is maintenance
We can
wall.
hear that.
Oh, and that's Yummy picked up
And-
early by defeat.
The long hold does end up netting him a kill.
The patience. Siege is a game
Oh.
of patience.
They messed up the holes.
They did
They
mess
did.
up the
They can't-
holes.
They should be able to get through it, but they can't run through.
Yeah, they can definitely
No,
vault through it
and
still. No, they can
If they
vault
try to
through it.
use, yeah, but if they try to use that third Selma so they can run through it, it's just gonna get shot off.
That is true. It is rather unfortunate. We do see T is still roaming up top. He's trying to be a menace here, running this bandit.
If he gets around to that top dragon spot, it's going to be very strong, and he can pick off all the players.
It is going to
trying
be
kill him.
very strong. They are cade tricking
Oh.
right now, and they'll do it successfully.
But they've
but that's,
rotated to yellow.
But
That's the
a
last Selma.
That's the last Selma, but that's a sightline. That's
From
that's a
yellow.
pretty decent sightline. Like it's not perfect or anything, but no one is currently playing it on the side of Squirrel except for Frost. There we go. Someone is playing it. Oh. Cade will throw out a C4, won't pick up anyone for his pleasure. Oh my goodness, and it's escalating very quickly. Pepe managed to pick up one, Defeat managed to pick up the other. It's down to Quiz and Card to close this
Jumping
out. They're gonna go work on getting this plant down behind Throne. There's nothing really to stop this. Unless Quiz
Yeah.
can manage to get across. And Quiz won't. That's a win for Squirrel.
And that is the
That's-
game. 7-5.
7-5.
Yeah, and a flawless round to close it out.
For Squirrel. What? Some very good attacks we've seen on the side of Squirrel. There's the scoreboard, Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Pepe. We do see Pepe and defeat. Oh, Pepe has upset his own teammate for stealing the top spot on his team for the MVP. But
Yeah.
I mean, that was a hell of a game. 7-5 was the final score there. And that makes things very interesting. First game of week 9 ends in an upset. So now Cocked and Loaded will
gonna struggle
remain.
for that next spot.
Yeah, Cocked and Loaded will remain at 14 points. Squirrel finds themselves at 10. I believe technically still alive. I mean, Cocked and Loaded are still in a perfectly fine position. They're still third place, assuming no one else gains any points.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
it gets a little more tenuous for them. They need wins and they need points.
And Squirrel at 10 points it's still 10th place right now. However, these next 2 weeks, well, 3 weeks including this week, anything can happen with these standings.
Correct indeed. Cocked and Loaded will next week be playing my team, Vivid Polar. And I can't remember who Squirrel plays. Who does Squirrel play?
Squirrel next week will be playing, if I can find it fast, Night Owls.
Yes.
That's actually really big. Because Night Owls is
Yeah.
another team fighting for playoff spots. Night Owls are
Right.
sitting at 11 points right now. Squirrel could take destiny in their own hands and fight their way back. I'm very excited. These last 3 weeks, technically for now, these two teams, as they only have 2 games remaining, are going to be huge.
Right.
Yep.
So stick around and don't miss any of the action. That's it for us today. We have, I believe, a doubleheader tomorrow.
We should have a
What are the
doubleheader
games?
tomorrow. We have
Conspiracy and Blind
Team
Bandits.
12
I know
versus
play.
Night Owls, and we have Conspiracy versus Blind Bandits.
Should be very, very, very good games.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us
Team-
here. Did you have something to add, Mr. Chad?
Team 12 versus Night Owls is going to matter a lot, as well as Conspiracy. If Conspiracy or Night Owls loses, they're in a lot harder of a spot to get into playoffs now.
Yes, it is Conspiracy and Blind Bandits. Whoever wins that will take over the playoff spot.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins between Night Owls and Team 12 will effectively take over a playoff spot. Well, not really, actually.
Not Team 12.
Not
depending.
Team 12.
They're at 9 points right now, but we'll see.
What is Night Owls at? 11? 12?
11.
11.
11.
Yeah, if they're
So
at
if
11, they
if-
can jump over.
Yeah, if Night Owls win, they will take over a playoff spot. Team 12 need to get a win to keep up, effectively.
Yeah. If they win and get 3 points, then they'll be tied for 6th and 7th, assuming Gorbers and Blind Bandits don't get any.
Correct. But we will see you all tomorrow, or at least I will, and hopefully so will Mythic. Until then, have a good day, and we'll see you next time on Bro League.
Bye.